And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new David O. Russell film, Amsterdam. Now, this has a long list of casts, so I'll try to name them all. So, in this movie, you have Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John Davis Washington, Anna Taylor-Joy, Rami Malek, Chris Rock, Robert De Niro, Zoe Saldana, and I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, Taylor Swift is in here as well. And yeah, I think that's all of them. I probably missed some of them, and I apologize. But yeah, that's the only ones I can remember from the top of my head. So, what exactly is Amsterdam? So, Amsterdam is basically a story about three friends who meet kind of like after the war. You have John Davis Washington, who's a lawyer in this. He meets Margot Robbie's she's like a nurse for like the army. And then of course you have the doctor, Mr. Christian Bale, and the three of them kind of form a friendship after the war is over. Something happens with all three of them kind of get together, and they decided to become friends. They bond really quick, and they make a pact to like always be there for each other. And when like after the war, they kind of drifted apart, but they kept that friendship alive, kind of thing. And something happens where Christian Bale, and he goes back to his practice because he likes to help veterans, who lost some limbs or lost some facial features because of what happened with the war. He tries to kind of get them back on their feet. So he tries to help them as much as he can with his clinic. John Davis Washington, he's a lawyer. He does his own thing, but they still keep their friendship. And same thing with Margot Robbie. She still does her own thing as well. Fortunately, something happens where they get accused of a murder, like literally in front of a lot of people. And they basically go on the run. They go on the run basically to try to not only to clear their name, but also trying to figure out what the heck is going on, because they get involved with something. Now, I don't want to spoil too much, but it involves I'll say this one part. It's not much of a spoiler, but it really much helps sets up the situation. So in this film, Taylor Swift, she, her character comes in. She has concerns about what happens to one of her family members, and she hires, Christian Bale to do the, look over the body, in a way. And he finds some evidence about something shady, and John Davis Washington, he's the lawyer who's going to be helping her out as well. And then that leads them to something seeing a murder take place, and then them eventually getting blamed for it, and then them on the run. So it's them, and then eventually they meet up back with Margot Robbie, and then all three of them try to figure out who set them up, why is this all happening, and what does this have to do with their past, and why is it coming up now. So, and this takes place during, I believe it takes place during the era of the First War. I'm not really 100% sure about that, but I think it's around that time period. I want to say maybe 40s, maybe 50, early 50s, not really sure, but anyway. And so that's basically the gist of what the story is about. And apparently this is based on a true story, I believe. That's what it said at the end of the movie. So, or some details were true, and then they just stretched out some other important details. Hard to say. So, oh yeah, I forgot one more other person's in this. I don't remember if I mentioned it, but Zoe Saldana's in here as well. Anyway, she's like a secretary in here, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so how is this movie? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually did enjoy this film. It had a real interesting mystery to it, but then again, there were some moments in here that I wasn't sure if it was a real story. Because remember, I went into seeing this movie not knowing that this is based on a true story or not. And then when you get towards the end and you find out that this kind of did happen in certain degrees, you're like, huh, that's a fascinating, interesting story. And you find out about the friendship about, our three main characters. And I thought that everybody in this movie did a really good job, even from the smallest little role. Even Taylor Swift in this film. I'm like, okay, she's not an actor, but you can clearly tell. but she tried. She tried her best, and you know what? If she wanted to continue trying, and maybe go and get some acting lessons, I think she could be a really good, you know, actor. If she wanted to do that, I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, Taylor Swift is very good at doing her music. I mean, if Lady Gaga can balance it out, maybe she can too. You never know. So I thought she did a pretty good job. Rami Malek is in here too. He was great. John Davis Washington, obviously, he's really good. Margot continued to prove why she needs to be like in the Oscar contentions already. Like seriously, she's brilliant. She just, I mean, this performance was not exactly Oscar worthy in my opinion, but she was still phenomenal. And what can I say about Christian Bale? Christian Bale's already been around that block so many times that they just keep bringing him in just because, like, yeah, you're outside the block of Oscar world, so you might as well just come inside and just enjoy, you know. John David Washington, he's already in that list. He's gonna be he's gonna, I think, has he won? But not really sure, but he's gonna get one eventually. De Niro, he's in here as well. De Niro's De Niro. He's got a lifetime membership there already, so nothing else surprises me. Zoe Saldana, you know, small role she had, she was fine. You know, Rami Malek, I love Rami Malek. I think he's great. You know, he played Freddie Mercury. He did a great job. I love Bohemian Rhapsody. It's one of my favorite movies, biopics of any you know, musical person. So yeah, he was great. Anna Taylor-Joy is starting to become one of my new favorite actresses right now because she's really, really good. Like I said, small role still, but she was enough screen time to be like, yeah, she's getting there. She's gonna be a contender soon. You know, maybe not now, maybe not next year, maybe not the year from now, but she keeps doing these kind of roles where she's showing her talents. She's just gonna get better and better. So I thought this movie was cool. You know, a couple laughs here and there. It was a lot of fun. And, you know, it was a fun little, mystery film. You know, that's what it was. And I thought that, like I said before, I thought the chemistry between John Davis Washington, Margot Robbie, and Christian Bale, all three of them were like French kiss, was perfect. Every single body in this cast really went in to deliver, and they all delivered, and it was great. And I just enjoyed it, you know. Like I said, I had no idea exactly what this movie was. I thought David O. Russell did a really good job with just capturing who these characters were and making us care about them. Because when you watch all three of them on screen together, you're like, yeah, I actually like these guys together. They're all great. And you kind of root for them too. So it's like, I like them. But, you know, that's my one man's opinion. But why don't you go check it out for yourself? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. If you guys seen it, or are you guys planning on seeing it? Interested? Not interested? Do you guys like anybody in this film as an actor or actress? Do you think Taylor Swift deserved to be in here? Because I thought she did a pretty good job. Small role, obviously, but, you know, more practice, she'll get there eventually. Baby steps always helps. So you never know. One of these days we could talk about Taylor Swift in an Oscar contender movie, and we were like really shocked that she's gonna win one. You never know. It could happen. It really could. Lady Gaga's like right there to it too. So anything's possible with these musicians becoming actors now. You know, if The Rock can do it from wrestling and John Cena can do it, musicians can do it too. It all depends on who's directing them and how they perform. It helps. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about Amsterdam. Are you guys excited for it? Not excited for it? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much and have a good day.